talented is such a breeze. Oh, but it would bring you to your knees if it weren't for Chatty Daddies. Oh, yeah, the Chatty Daddies.
Welcome to the Chatty Daddies.
We are back.
We are back, and school has started.
Oh,
So
boy.
is school. School is back.
School is back. I'm Nick Adams.
I'm Trey here.
I'm JC Chavez.
Has it been a smooth back to school? This was my kid's first week back. Same for y'all?
Same for us.
And my kid goes year-round. My kids go year-round because of daycare.
Okay, I was thinking Quaid was about to be in kindergarten. No?
So
One more year?
He'll turn 5 on September 14th.
Okay.
And so we want him to be the oldest in his class, not the youngest. So he's staying at daycare.
Well,
one more year.
and I think the cutoff, at least where we live, is September 1st. And I know this because my daughter was born on September 2nd.
Very good.
My daughter is the oldest, like without being a holdback as you can be in school. And I think it actually has been very beneficial for her.
And I'm sure she's head and shoulders above everybody because they say that like boys really benefit from being the oldest in their class because usually girls are more mature mentally and all that good stuff. And so I'm assuming that she's, a lot more mature than everybody.
You know what? I do get asked this a lot because my son's a December baby. So he's more in the middle of the pack when it comes to age for his grade. In fact, a lot of his friends are holdbacks because boys, a lot of parents hold their boys back for athletics. I didn't. I kept my son in the grade he's in. And I do notice that he tends to be more of a blend-in kind of kid.
Yeah.
And he wants to be a leader, and so he has to actively try to be a leader. At least he does in sports and all that stuff. While Chloe, my daughter, who is the oldest in her class and, a little more outgoing than Kason. Kason's more reserved. Chloe's a little more outgoing and outspoken. She has more of those natural, like she just is followed by kids.
That's good.
She's just naturally the kid that
People gravitate.
they
towards.
gravitate towards her. So I think it stems from being the oldest one in the class. They just naturally go like, oh, they're the oldest, they're the leader.
And I think that has to do with Malcolm Gladwell in his book, The Outliers. He went down a list of people with birthdays at the end of the year and how they've had failures, and then, or not the end of the year, when they're the youngest, they don't do as well as the oldest in the class do. So everybody that has a birthday in September is doing a little better.
Yeah.
So Anyway, around the room, what grade?
So
kids in?
Ellie is going into first grade, and Davis is going into third grade, or is in third grade, is in first grade. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
he's
crazy.
Showing
Third grade.
Third grade was one of my favorite grades. I think third, fourth, fifth grade were I remember. I mean, third was kind of rough for me because it was my first year in the U.S. But fourth and fifth grade, I really do remember enjoying. My kids, Kason is in 8th grade this year. So he's in his final year of middle school. And they just started football. He's in the thick of sports. He is living life right now. The dude is 6'2" now and weighs about 160 pounds.
Nice.
Really? Well, that's just crap. I just want you to know that.
That's just so unfair, isn't it?
I am 5'11" and I weigh 160.
Yeah.
And I am considered the smallest kid around. So I'm assuming your son is huge.
He's on the bigger side. And there's kids there was a kid that was on his football team that actually left us this year to go to a different school, but he was his quarterback. This kid, and I coached him since he was little too. His name's Tristan. This kid is 6'5", 225 pounds.
Jesus.
And he's
Unbelievable.
in 8th grade.
And so
huge.
So when you're that kind of a superhuman, do they have you working out like a man like that? Or is he lifting weights at that age? I know that we need to be talking about our own kids.
No, this is something that I think a lot of parents wonder about, especially if you want to get in, and not just if your kids are going to be in athletics, but if you want them to be in shape and to be healthy. I grew up in an era, and I think we all grew up around the same era, where they said if you lift weights before a certain age, 14 or whatever it was, you will stunt your growth and you will do more harm than good. I've read extensively about this subject matter with my kids because my son plays sports. I started having my son lift when he was, I think we started around 11, 12 years old.
Is this body weight or actual iron?
Very, very low free weights.
Okay.
So, while I bench press a heavier set, so if he comes to lift weights with me and I'm lifting something on the barbell, I would have him do dumbbells and he's lifting 5 to 10 pounds, 15 pounds in the bench press. So he's 30-pound bench press. But mostly, it's body weight. It's air squats. It's push-ups. It's pull-ups. So I started casing with pull-ups, push-ups, and air squats at 10, 11 years old. That's when he shot up. That when I started working him out, his height just exploded. So I don't, and there's been evidence that shows that you're not going to stunt growth as long as you're doing it the right way. Obviously, if you're going to put 400 pounds on a kid's back and have them squat that, it's probably not going to be good.
Why don't you grab the weighted vest for this jog?
right.
You know,
Have weighted vests taken over y'all's neighborhood?
dude.
Every day I'm seeing people walk with them, and I'm thinking maybe I should get one. But I would only wear it at night.
Yeah,
So no one can see me
I have
walking in
a
a weighted vest. Yeah? You ever wear it to walk around the neighborhood or anything?
Not in public. No. I won't wear. I'll wear it like at the gym while I'm
okay.
actually lifting other weights.
What should I start with? How heavy?
Mine's 25 pounds and it's
Okay.
a beast.
Okay.
JC probably.
Mine's 25.
Yeah,
And I've had mine.
I'll start with 10.
And mine's the older one. The new ones are cooler because they're like that. It just looks like like suspenders almost.
Yeah.
Mine's the old school one that looks, and I would
It
get
has
the
bricks in it.
yeah. I would look like I would get the weirdest looks at the gym because it looks like a bulletproof vest.
It does. Yeah.
So when I would walk in, and this is probably 10 years ago with my weighted vest, I would literally get the looks from women like, this guy's the hugest douchebag ever. He's
You
walking
were.
in here like 50 Cent.
Let's be honest. You were when you were walking in there with me.
No, I was doing it so I could do my incline walking, and I use it for because I don't like doing that belt thing, and then you got to put the weights next to your nuts because I feel like that's dangerous.
That's even more douchey.
That's dangerous. So I would like to use it for the back days when I would do pull-ups.
And impressive as hell that you can do it with your weighted vest on.
I mean, I'm not doing like a
impressed.
ton of them. I'm doing probably like 4 or 5.
Oh, okay. It's still amazing.
Thank you.
So
And by the way, and Chloe is in 6th grade. She started middle school.
And they're both in middle school. Same school?
Yeah.
So it's been a few years, I guess, since they were in the same school. So that's nice. One drop off.
2 years, one drop off. Well, Kaysen has football practice in the morning, so Kinsey still has to
Still
do
2 drop offs.
So, but we had a funny story the first day of school. Kaysen and Chloe saw each other. And I love my kids' relationship. I think this is where Kinsey and I have done a really good job as parents, is that our kids like each other. I mean, Kaysen still bothers her, but she literally looks up to her brother. She loves him. He gets in trouble, she'll come up to me and go, Papa, does Kaysen really need to be grounded? Like, she's that sister.
Yeah.
And if she gets in trouble, is like, yeah, you should ground her for a month.
Yeah, right.
But they
Take
saw
her
each
stuff
other.
away. Give it to me.
They saw each other at school, and Chloe walked up to Kaysen to say hi to him. And he was walking with like a couple kids in his grade. And she went up and goes, hi, Kaysen, and gave him a hug. And she said that she turned around and she heard the boy go, oh, is that your girlfriend? And Kaysen had to go, no, dude, that's my sister.
That's weird. That's crazy.
Yeah, I forgot.
That's just that your boy is old enough to have a girlfriend and like.
And that's what they talk about in middle school, dude.
Yeah, crazy.
I was thinking about what I was doing in 8th grade, and I was like, wow,
Uh-oh.
we're there.
We're there. Here we are.
We're in that 8th grade.
Don't go to the movies.
Yeah, don't go to the movies.
You're not allowed to go to the movies anymore,
And,
Casey.
no closed doors. Nobody upstairs.
1 foot on the ground at all times.
All
Everybody
the
else?
time.
I never heard that one.
You're allowed to. I was allowed to hang out in my room, but you couldn't have both feet off the ground onto the bed. Just 1 foot on the ground at all times.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
It's a good rule.
There was a little bit of disappointment this week in our homeroom assignments.
Oh, what happened?
Well, Ellie loves the teacher. There's just not as many of her friends in her class.
Terrible.
I think that's as a parent, aren't you glad?
See, I'm looking at it as a positive because
do
she
too.
does have a lot of other friends. They're just in other classes. Now she gets a chance to make more friends.
Yeah.
New friends?
And then you're friends with everyone.
Is she? I know Davis. You have claimed to be the more social
He
of
is.
the two.
Mm-hmm.
Is she good at making friends?
No.
No.
No,
See,
I mean, I say no, but she still has several really great,
right.
close friends.
Yeah.
But she's not really going to go out of her way. They just kind of have to happen organically and take time
Totally.
to flourish. Where my son will just walk up to anyone and be like, "You want to play?"
Right.
And they say yes, and they play.
What
I
a great
remember-
personality trait.
I remember back in the day not having that personality trait and like being like, oh, I wish people would be more my friends and stuff. Whenever I felt like I normally got classes without any of my friends. So I feel bad for her. So like if she's having a bad day because of it, like don't be too mean to her.
I think she'll be okay. She's not like crying at night or anything.
Good.
And she hasn't really brought it up that much. It was just the first day she was like, oh, which class is so-and-so in? The other one. Which class is
Yeah.
so-and-so in?
The other one.
The other one. And so there was a little disappointment, but she's not coming home crying her eyes out or anything. There's still a couple kids she knows and just more that she needs to get to know more.
I like the different viewpoints we had because I said I like that, and you said you liked it as well, Nick. But you like it because she's going to make more friends
I hope
that
so.
she wasn't really hanging. I like it more because I know my daughter would be, if her friends are in her class, they're going to be chatty Cathys.
Right, and get in trouble.
True.
And they're going to be constantly not paying attention, and because they're hanging out, and there's more chances to get in trouble if your friends are in class than if not. So I was like, if they're not in your class, excellent. I want that.
So you've been a couple days into school so far, JC, with your kids, and I know that the state of Texas has banned cell phones in all of the schools.
Love it.
How is that affecting middle school?
I've seen my kids' personalities actually get better.
Right.
I've noticed when I take my kid's phone away, like Kason talked back to his mom the other day, I took his phone away, and for a couple days. He even left it. First day of school, he didn't even take it to school.
Yeah.
And I noticed that their personalities, they don't get as grumpy. I noticed that they're paying more attention. And when I ask them, how was your day at school? Last year, it would be like, oh, it was good. Now they're actually telling me things. Like, how was your day at school? Oh, it was good. In the class, we did this. And then this happened. They're more talkative, and they're giving me more. So it's maybe because they're more present, and they're not just getting out of class and getting on their phone, or getting out of class and playing a game. They're actually getting out of class and interacting.
Right.
So I think, thank you, state of Texas, for doing this. Thank you.
Let's ban cell phones at work now, too. That'll make us all less grumpy.
And we need to work
we'll
harder.
Be more engaged.
I think so.
We'll work harder.
I honestly think phones have severely hindered us as humans. Like,
Sure.
They've helped us quite a bit, but I think they've turned us more into a zombie-like culture than we should be.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't necessarily hate the new rule, the new law. I don't really hate it. Hopefully it'll teach kids.
You're listening to this podcast, so I know you've got a curious mind. Here's a helpful fact you may not know yet. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $900 on average. Pop over to Progressive.com, answer some questions, and you'll get a quick quote with discounts that are easy to come by. In fact, 99% of their auto customers earn at least one discount. Visit Progressive.com and see if you can enjoy a little cash back. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $946 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2024 and May 2025. Potential savings will vary.
Kids maybe a little bit more respect, get them to focus a little bit more. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah, you do see the people that are worried about, with the state of gun violence
Sure.
and whatnot. People I've seen post on everybody's favorite social media, Facebook, about how they're worried they should always be in contact with their kids just in case something happens. Like, that's the reason they got a cell phone in the first place,
Right.
was for emergencies, and I can be able to talk to them whenever.
Well, they're not allowed to be on the phones during school hours, but they still have it in their pocket. So, and I told my kids, I was like, you better not bust it out of your backpack until after school.
Yeah.
But if you need me, if Chloe has an emergency or she's not feeling well or she something, I want you to call me.
Yeah.
Or they're, God forbid that
Of
happens
course.
at their school. Yeah. Get your phone out, call 911, and then call your parents because I will be out there in a second. They should be able to communicate with us.
And I'm pretty sure that it's up to the schools to determine how they want to handle it. Some, they make them lock in the pouches. Some, you can just keep it on you. If we see it, it's confiscated. I don't really know everyone's rules, but I'm kind of indifferent right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully this will make maybe my friend group delay getting cell phones.
Totally.
For a little bit, because, we just see all the time about the dangers of cell phones and stuff like that. And hopefully we hold off a year or two, maybe.
Right. Anybody get a call from school yet?
No.
I did.
Not the first week?
Second day.
Second day of school.
Got a call. And if you listen to the show, you probably heard this story, but Nick hasn't heard it yet. Second day of school, Kinsey and I are hanging out. The kids we're doing carpool. Boy, does that help.
Oh
Carpool.
my gosh, it's amazing.
It's instead of driving 5 days a week, you're driving like one or two.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been, for me and Kinsey, one, because we'll split it. We get a call as the kids are supposed to be heading back to school, and it says school district. And so Kinsey thinks it's an automated one. So she answers it and goes, to be silly, hello? Because she thinks it's just going to give her the message like, hey,
it's like a
school's out,
robot
blah, blah, blah.
talking.
Yeah, and she goes, hello, all weird. And then I hear a woman's voice in the back. I was like, that's not automatic. That's a woman. Hi, Mrs. Chavez. She
That
goes,
sounds
oh, my
like
God.
Tina in the front office.
Yep. No, it was my son's English teacher. This is Kason's English teacher. And I go, oh, no.
You've been in school for 2 days, so
2
y'all
days.
already have a great relationship with this teacher.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, who's in his class and what did they do? Is in my head. I'm like, what are these guys doing in that class to where she has to call us? And she goes, I just wanted to give you a call and maybe brighten your day. And when she said that, I was like, okay. Yeah, you
We're
know what I
good.
mean? Like I went from rage to okay.
Yeah, you're already thinking of punishments
Yeah.
before you even know what happened.
Nick, I'm halfway up the stairs to get rid of this PlayStation.
You're
at
you're
this
you're
point.
already the belt is halfway off
I'm
your
like,
waist.
I'm like, where am I going to put this PlayStation, and how long is it going to be gone? So she goes, I just want to brighten your day. I just want to let you know that I know it's only been 2 days of school, but your son, every time class ends, gets up and makes sure that the girls exit first and says ladies first, and make sure that the boys wait and let the girls get out of the classroom before anybody else does.
Very chivalrous.
And I said, in my head, I'm like, my son? My son who pushes his sister out
Really?
of the way?
Yeah.
Like to get out of the, my son did that? And Kinsey goes, oh my gosh, thank you so much. That really did make our day have a wonderful one. It felt so good. It felt so good to get a call like that from a teacher on the second day of school.
And you know what? Props to the teacher for making that effort. Teachers are already busy enough dealing with other junk that they have to deal with.
She didn't have
and
to
she
do
probably
that.
had to make some unpleasant phone calls that day too. The fact that she made the nice phone call is very good on that teacher.
And we're in a world, and we talk about this on the podcast a lot. I am in a constant second-guessing state.
Yeah.
I second-guess everything I do, from how I talk to them to punishments to what I feed my kids. I am constantly in my head going, I suck. I'm not doing it right. This other parent's probably doing it better than I am. I'm constantly second-guessing myself. But when you get something, validation like that from a teacher, from an educator who sees a ton of kids, it made me feel so much better.
Here's my guess.
Yeah.
Which one of those girls does he have a crush on?
Thank you for asking.
Uh-huh.
I want
So hold on, guys. Hold on. Let's let the ladies out first. Which one of those 12 girls in class?
I went ahead and asked them because I know.
Oh,
Sure. Again, I remember being in 8th grade.
Yeah.
I know what I was doing. And I go, Kason, is there a...
'cause he didn't do that in his science class.
Is there a... Yeah. Or maybe he is, and I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe he is.
Science teacher hasn't called me. I go, Kason, is there a shouty? And he didn't like me saying that.
Sure, who would?
I was like,
I personally, I felt a little ooged.
I know. I said, is there a shouty in class that you're maybe, feeling? Or is there a crush? And he goes, nah. He just straight up said, nah. I don't really have a crush right now. I'm just focusing on football,
Sure.
bro.
Yeah.
Just focusing
That's
on
good.
sports.
That's good.
Which is fine, bro.
I guess I have a couple of things to bring up.
What's
You
going
want
on,
the-
Trey?
You
Are
want
you
the
serious?
You want the fun one or the medical one?
Let's go medical and then
Yeah,
fun.
let's do medical.
All right, I got two medical ones too. I'm pretty broken up right now. I'm wearing
no.
pants, so you
Yeah.
can't see it. But I got 2 knee braces and an ankle brace on.
What is
Was it an
happening?
old football injury?
Well, so basketball. I played
Oh.
I played some pickup basketball again. And anyway, the same old knee injury flared up where I don't know exactly what it was, but too much jumping on it. And I think I've now got an imbalance to where like it started to ruin my other knee.
Yeah,
and
you're
my
like
ankle.
overcompensating on the other one?
So I was like, I'm just going to put myself in basically a cast from the bottom down. So I have compression socks, knee
Wow.
braces, ankle braces. I'm like, I'm just going to immobilize all this and let it heal up for a second.
You're like a cyborg right now.
Yeah, exactly. And then, so the other medical news, a couple episodes ago, JC, you weren't here, but I talked about my my journey with ADHD.
Woo.
Oh,
And
you
so-
and Kinsey have a hangout because she brings up her ADHD all the time now.
Well, so I have been told since I was in like 3rd grade that like, oh, hey, maybe I want to get him on medication, blah, blah, blah. And I've always been like, no, I can do this on my own. Other kids don't have to have medication. Normal kids don't have to have medication. I don't want to be the weirdo that has to. And so I struggled for a long time of being like, I don't want to take medication. I don't want to take medication. I don't want to take, till I got to be 35. And now I've got so much on my plate and I'm just, frazzled and my brain's moving too fast and there's too much to pay attention to. So I finally decided to talk to a doctor about it instead of doing, meditation and all that other stuff. I decided I would talk to a doctor and they were like, all right, cool. There's 2 different medications. You're definitely ADHD based on our quiz we gave you off of. I took the quiz on WebMD, and then I went to the doctor's office, and he gave me the quiz off of WebMD.
It was the same one?
Here, just
I mean,
enter it here.
on the computer,
Okay.
it was WebMD.
Can you forward that to me so I can give it to Kinsey?
And so, sure, of course.
Thank you.
And so went through those same questions, and it was like, okay, cool, yeah, you have ADHD. And he goes, you have stimulants or non-stimulants that you can take. And I go, well, I'm already too, blah, blah, blah. So I want non-stimulants, and they messed me up terrible. It was the worst thing. Like
Why? What would it do?
it made me a zombie. It made me just like.
Change your personality?
Yes, I was definitely.
Yeah, I don't like that.
not
Did it make
me
you sick at all? Like queasy?
No, not sick. It just made everything like.
Yeah. Just slow down.
Yeah.
And not in like a good way. It was just like I can't do anything.
And you feel it?
guys. Like I don't. And I mean, I would go home and like it would make me very depressed.
Okay.
And I would go home and just like lay down and like not play with the kids. I was like, guys, I can't get up off the couch. Like physically, I felt like I could not get up off the couch. Anyway, stopped taking those after 1 week and went back to the doctor. And he goes, all right, let's try the Adderall, the stimulant version. And it's been great.
Oh.
It's been absolutely wonderful for the last like month. It's been really, really nice. Like I feel.
And you don't seem too like hyper or more so than you've ever been. Like you still seem
same
you
amount
seem
of
like
hyperness,
regular
whatever.
Trey, yeah.
Which is great. I don't want to not be me, but in my brain, I don't feel as much like overwhelmed.
A little
I don't
less
feel as-
noise going on up there.
Exactly. Yeah. And so what I really don't like is I get kind of in a spiral situation where I'm like, this is going to be bad and this is going to be bad, blah, blah, blah. It's helped me be able to not go down that terrible train of thought. Like I'm able to go like, hey, okay, fine. Like focus on what you need to focus on. And so it's been wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that every body needs to be on it that thinks they have ADHD. I'm not going to say that you definitely go get checked because it's life changing. Because it's been really, really great for me. But I do know that other people are probably feeling the same way I did. Of like, I'm going to beat this on my own. And I bet you, I'm saying try the medication if you feel like you're needing to. But also, I understand if you don't.
See, I've been having that battle, not with ADHD, because I think we all have a touch of ADHD to some degree.
Yeah.
Some of us a little more severe, but mine have been in the last few years anxiety attacks.
Sure.
Like, and I never had them as a kid that I remember, but these are like debilitating anxiety attacks. And my therapist was like trying to get me on antidepressants.
Right.
And I'm so scared that it's going to change my personality
Sure.
because if I get into that zombie state that you're talking about with the non-stimulant ones,
Right.
I feel like my job is to be hyper and
Right.
to be, awake and
Right.
and I don't want it to affect me to where I'm like not going to be me at my job.
I was worried about talking to my doctor about it and everything just because it feels bad to talk about out loud to him. But like everything that I talk about with my doctor, like he's like, yeah, that makes sense. Like we'll figure this out.
Yeah.
We'll figure this out. Whenever I told him I didn't like the medication, he was like, well then let's
Let's
switch
switch
the
it.
medication. No big deal. So they'll find something that works for you, or you might find out it doesn't work for you, and you have your
you
own
switch.
coping mechanisms.
I'm glad you brought this up because I feel like that was that conversation was meant to have because I've been fighting that
Yeah.
for about a year.
And so I feel like I was telling Nick last time, I was like, I feel like I'm letting my third grade self down because I lost. I wasn't able to beat this, and I
Sure.
felt really bad about it. And now that I did find something that helps me in a way, I don't feel like I'm completely like, oh, this is perfect, but I feel better, and I'm like, well, that is helping the third grader
Yeah.
now. That instead of waiting until I'm 60 to help that third grader, I'm now fixing it at 35, and I want my kids to know that it's okay to find the thing that helps you. Don't abuse anything, but find the thing that helps you if you need it. And I want them to be able to tell me if it feels weird. Like, I don't know that everybody vocalizes. Like, kids don't know, oh, this is making me feel weird. They just know, I was supposed to take medication. I took my medication, and now I'm sitting here. Like, if their kid says it makes them feel weird, like they don't like it, I would like for people to listen to them.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do or don't, but just a thought.
That's one of the main things we got to do as parents, and this is huge, is you got to make sure that you're raising your kid and allowing them and letting them know that they have a voice.
Yeah.
You don't want kids that are just going to give into everything and you do this because people say so. That is huge.
Yeah.
Like making sure that your kid has a voice and asking them, hey, do you feel good on this? Do you want to keep doing this? Do you want to keep playing this sport?
Yeah.
Do you like your school that you're going to? Let them have a voice so that they could get those feelings out. 'Cause that's huge.
Right.
That's huge that you think about that, Trey.
And then the other thing is I got a new car.
Did you?
Yeah, he did.
All right.
So I had a 2011 Chevy Cruze for a long, long time.
And it was just time.
It was time. It was 175,000 miles. Check engine light was on. Oil was falling out of it.
I don't want to pay for anything for this car anymore.
And I had made it limp along, YouTube videos, doing it myself for as long as I possibly could. So we are the proud new owners of a Kia Carnival, which is a multi-purpose vehicle. Minivan is what I would call it.
And it's sick.
It's
so
awesome, dude.
who is the primary driver of the van?
Kara.
Okay.
Kara, it's been her like dream. She's like, I just picture myself like having the kid like pulling up to soccer practice, just opening the door with a little button right above me, and the kids pile in.
How long have y'all had it?
4 days.
Do you have a favorite feature yet?
Oh, I mean, the kids love the sliding doors, and so they'll
great.
just go and click and open
And you can just pull into any space. Don't have to worry about those doors popping out.
The garage, no more the driver's side doors you could but Kara's a little more careful. But yeah, no, so the middle seat comes out of like the second row, so it's like a little aisle that the kids play in. So
and they have so much room back there.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's wonderful.
That's
So
great.
much room for activities, and vans are dope. They really
Vans are pretty cool. I was a minivan kid. My parents always had a minivan growing up.
And I mean, it's the aqua shoes of cars,
Fine.
Which I have.
No, me too. Yeah, I'm not like looking to drive the fast, fancy car that might get me looks from a lady or some guy being like, yeah, man, like I'm here for practicality at this point. I don't want my feet to be burned on the hot ground from being at the swimming pool. I want to put on swim shoes.
Yeah.
I need something to transport my kids in. I'm getting a minivan.
There we go.
Which one of those?
It's great. Now I have a question.
Uh-huh.
I just realized. I think last time we talked about Davis trying out for
Baseball.
For baseball.
How's baseball
It
going?
was very nerve-wracking because he tried out for baseball in our city, like the normal rec league, and he didn't get it.
Fine.
And so we said, well,
Michael Jordan did not make his JV team.
Maybe we can try this next city over.
Yeah.
Where he still has friends. Like some of his friends from his school play in that league, so we'll just try that one. And he did make the premier team. So he's at that next little bit of all-star. And this past week, they had their first practice. And a great problem to have. This has been the best problem ever. There were too many dads trying to help with practice.
Oh, really?
Too many.
So you could
There's
sit
a head
back,
coach.
Nick?
No, I don't want to sit back.
Okay.
I have sat back before during some sports seasons, but this last season and this season, I want to do more. And so there was maybe 10 dads on the field just trying to help wherever they could. It was great.
Oh.
Like what a great problem. Like there's not enough for us to even do. Like you can only back up the kids and catch the balls that go through their legs so many times. Like there's just not enough.
Yeah.
But anyways, they were doing some pitching practice because this is the first season they can do kid pitch. And my son wants to be a pitcher so bad.
Oh yeah.
He
Star of the show, baby.
He wants to be a pitcher. And Davis will practice on his own every single day.
Wonderful.
Any sport.
Wow.
Any sport. He practices all of them in our backyard.
Lefty like you?
Nope. He's a righty.
Okay.
But shockingly, Trey, in baseball, I throw right-handed, but I bat left-handed.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. And they were doing some pitching drills, and one of the coaches, after a couple pitches, one of the coaches said, well, I think you're going to be our starting pitcher.
So Davis?
Now, this was the first practice.
Okay.
We don't have a game for a few weeks, and that coach hadn't even seen other kids pitch yet. But anyways, hey,
That's huge.
Great compliment.
he at least in his first practice with this new team, new coaches, did pretty good.
Yeah.
And they did a little drill, a little game at the end where they had to, like, from the pitcher's mound, throw at a target at home plate, and they just battled each other, and whoever did the best at the very end wins, and Davis won that, so that was cool.
Did you teach him about chin music yet?
No, I haven't taught him anything about
Okay.
chin music.
You got to brush them back
But-
if they're trying to hover over that play. Let them know what's
But
up.
I have shown him he does want to watch the Nolan Ryan fight.
From with Ventura?
Yeah.
When
Robin Ventura.
Yeah, so Nolan Ryan, when he played for the Rangers, which is big for where we are, he got in a fight, and there's just this iconic picture I always remember growing up of Nolan with the guy in a headlock, and just like giving him an uppercut. So he's seen that video clip. We watch it all the time.
There's another one that's pretty darn good that he might enjoy. That there's a guy named Jose Bautista. He hit a home run and then like flipped his bat or whatever. And next time around, the shortstop for the Texas Rangers, I forget who it was.
It was
Rugi Odor.
Odor.
And,
Yep. Short little dude.
it just uppercuts him. It's
It's like while
awesome.
he's running the bases.
No,
They
it's
dropped
not.
the gloves. Like
Yeah,
he slid
yeah.
into Rugi, right? It was like a slide, and then he got up and he didn't like it.
It might not be an uppercut.
So he kept his glove on, and they swung on each other, and
Dropped him.
he hit him so hard in the face. Texas Rangers are 2-0 in fights.
Pretty awesome.
While we're on the subject of my son, last night, just with after school activities, and Ellie and my wife were doing cheerleading. My wife is the head coach of the cheerleading squad.
Wow.
She was never a cheerleader growing up.
An
Fine.
active couple,
Yeah,
an
very
active
active family.
parent.
Yeah.
And so the girls, they were doing practice late at night. The boys, we were on our own for dinner. And so we had just dropped Ellie off at a cheerleading practice, and we were really close to a restaurant that I've never been to, but my son has had it before. It's a wing place.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, hey, do you want to go to this wing place? Oh, yeah. And he really likes their chicken fingers there. He's had them at a friend's house and then had them at like a baseball camp. They had them for lunch one day over the summer. So he wants to try it. He's wanted to take me there because he knows I like chicken wings. Sure, let's go. We go. He is so excited about this place, and he gets his chicken fingers, and he's just devouring them. I hated the wings. I hated it.
Oh, no.
And now it's like, I don't want to go back to this place, but he likes it so much. I'm going to need to try like the chicken fingers or something, or
Yeah.
get a burger next time we want to go.
What kind of wings did you get? Dry rub?
No, just got my regular hot
Yeah.
and
they messed them up?
mix of drummies and flats. And no, it was the sauce. The sauce wasn't good.
Too saucy.
No, not saucy enough.
It's not right.
But see, I am a Wingstop guy.
Of course you are.
Some people are Buffalo Wild Wings people. That's great. Good for you. But I'm a Wingstop guy. And I love their sauce. It's a little thicker. It's not super runny. This place was like super runny. The sauce barely stuck on the wings. It just wasn't good.
You are a thick sauce man.
I like the thick sauce.
And their fries at Wingstop, when you get them fresh,
Top tier.
get a little nacho cheese with those things.
Let me tell you, guys,
Delicious.
No,
those are terrible fries.
Hack, extra seasoning.
Get you some of that. What? What?
Best wings, worst fries.
What?
Worst fries?
Yeah, for
Are
sure.
you serious?
I could understand maybe not liking them as much as others, but to say the worst?
I mean, I think that like when I go to Pluckers, I'll get a Pluckers side and a sub, not a subpar wing, but a lower level wing versus the excellent wing versus the. Maybe it's because I have to transport the fries home,
Soggy.
and so they're
Okay.
they're not as crisp as I would like my.
Throw them in the air fryer.
I'll have your back on that.
They already got cooked at the restaurant.
Yeah, to warm them up. Wingstop has the best sauces. That's where I go for my their barbecue, their spicy barbecue one is pretty good. But when I want dry rub, I'll go to Pluckers. They have a lemon, the lemon dry rub, the lemon. What do they call it?
Zest, lemon pepper.
Yeah, lemon pepper dry rub. That is so good. And Buffalo Wild Wings is just nice for watching sports.
It's good for a casual hang.
It's good for a casual hang.
Yeah, Wingstop. If Wingstop was the size of Buffalo Wild Wings,
Oh, they'd crush it
I'd never go to another restaurant
ever again.
Yeah.
You wouldn't need that. Now, Trey, I do feel like I can help you with your the full body cast you're wearing.
Okay, yes.
I feel like now I can talk about this because I feel like I was doing the guinea pig action.
This feels like a multi-tier marketing
It's
scam
not.
that's about to
Yeah,
happen.
buy into this.
But please go
it's
ahead.
not. It's
then
not.
just get two friends to buy into it too.
Of course.
I don't need you to buy. And honestly, I won't even tell you like what company I went to or because I'm not endorsed. I don't get paid by these people, but it absolutely changed my life in the last.
Okay, I do really want to hear about it. Sorry,
in the last like 4 or 5 months, I have been on, and you've probably seen them on the internet. Peptides.
Sure.
I've been doing the peptide journey.
What is that?
Peptides are amino acids. I don't know what that is. Like GLP-1s and stuff. Like all
Okay.
the Ozempic. Those are technically GLP-1s are like peptides.
Okay.
Now there's different kind of peptides you could take. There's ipamorelin, tesamorelin, BPC 157. There's different ones.
And they all have different functions
They
of
all
what
have-
they're targeting.
Yes,
or-
and that's where I was getting at. I've been using these things for anti-inflammation to help me because I was dealing with a lot of knee pain too.
Yeah.
And I took a peptide called BPC 157, and that absolutely within a week I started feeling a change. They have pill form, and they also have I think you could do injectable depending on how you feel about needles. I do injectables, and I also tried because I started feeling very very self-conscious about my body because the older you get, the harder it is. to- And I did another, like a different, I looked up a different one that my friend got me on that was a blend. And I tried that. And in 4 months, it like burns body fat and it helped with like natural human growth receptors.
Yeah.
So I did that. So if you're really in pain, I would take a look into like maybe a couple, like low
Okay.
peptide
I
work.
really will.
Because it helped a lot with inflammation.
Is it something that makes you feel funny? Like, is it
No.
make you jitter? Like, I've taken like whatever a fat burner before.
Yeah.
But it makes
Oh,
all
like you get too
hot
hyped
and
up?
jittery.
Yeah, I'm sure there are some like that, but the ones I took, the BPC 157, absolutely. In fact, if anything, it made me feel I slept better.
Yeah.
I felt like just as soon as you feel inflammation go down, you just
course.
like I was having really bad pain in the mornings and like my Achilles and on my knees, and that kind of went away after like 3 weeks of using it.
Yeah.
And they also have a really cool sounding one that's called the Wolverine blend. That's supposed to help you heal if you have like tears. That's what
Right.
Joe Rogan did that stuff.
Okay.
So if you're really like maybe look into that. If you're listening out there, I've now have been doing this for about 5 months. What's like 16 weeks is what I did. I just got done with, and I can now officially come out and comfortably say that it's not
really does work.
It's not a fake thing or anything like that. They actually do work, and there's a bunch of companies that do it. There's clinics that do it, so you can go talk to a doctor or a clinic and maybe find yourself, because you don't want to be in pain, and we all want to do things to make our bodies feel right. So maybe that can help you out a little bit.
I want to run with my children.
I know. Yeah, that's all we want to do is keep playing with our kids, and now it's hard to bend over. And
Luckily, I'm still faster than them, even with the knee braces. So I can catch it. But one of these days, the knees are going to go for real, and I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be when they're 6 and 7.
Enjoy that, by the way. I am officially not faster than my son anymore.
Yeah. Those long legs, dude.
He's officially faster than me, and that was a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah.
But you know what? What isn't a tough pill? Peptides.
Yeah.
Well,
especially if it's injectable.
I injected it.
All right.
But
well,
you go between the toes.
I know.
That's after you do it too much and the tracks
eyeball.
are worn out.
I went in the belly. Just a little
dude,
pinch.
Oh my God! Sorry.
Or in the shoulder.
Can I just tell you this one?
What?
Yeah.
Gross story. So I go to the community pool all the time with my children, like 2 or 3 times a week, and for some reason, people and children just gravitate towards us and want to talk to us all the time. Like,
And that's Trey's favorite thing,
talking.
talking to strangers.
And so one woman with her child about the age of Quaid came and sat in the small pool that we were in so that Hudson can be tall enough. It's like a little 2-foot pool. So she came and sat with us and kept her feet on the, or sitting on the side and kept her feet just like kicking in the water. You could see at her bikini line, there was like an infected GLP-1 shot.
Oh no!
Like there was
like
like
she didn't
multiple.
do it right.
I don't know if I didn't ask questions about it.
Yeah.
I just was like,
Uh,
please don't get in the water, lady. Please don't get in the water. Please don't.
And
I gotta get out. We're getting all right. Who's ready to go home, guys? All right, food, dinner time.
Oh, that's weird.
oh.
Anyway, that was just a quick gross story I had to end in since we're talking GLP-1.
Yeah, if you're gonna do that, make sure you do it right and you clean and sterile.
Yeah.
Be sterile with those things.
But
They work.
yep, she was looking skinny.
Good for her.
All right. Well, I think that about does it.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. If you haven't already, subscribe to us on whatever podcasting platform you're listening to us on right now. I'm Nick Adams.
I'm Trey Peart.
I'm JC Chavez.
And don't forget,
Stand up straight.
Oh,